In recent news, we have Pixie, known to be a girlfriend of YouTuber Lonerbox. Now, Pixie has recently claimed that she'll be taking legal action against kick streamer Destiny on a federal level for allegedly participating in a non-consensual distribution of revealing photographs of her. In a recent tweet, Pixie provided a link of a Substack blog which supposedly provided a detailed account of what allegedly occurred, claiming that Destiny had made a decision to share her personal images without her consent back in November 29th, 2024. Pixie also shared her side of the story. Now, if you guys want to get the full context, I would highly recommend that you listen to her story throughout this video, as she also brings up Hassan and Zelensky as well as others, and also providing evidence of Destiny which will be shown after this story. Here is Pixie's story.
On November 29th, the streamer Destiny non-consensually shared my nudes, making me a victim of revenge. I will be suing him in federal court. Here is my story. On November 29th, I learned that the streamer Destiny had non-consensually shared graphic content of me online. My dignity, peace of mind, and hopes for the future were stripped away in a mere matter of seconds, following the betrayal of someone I previously trusted. I am at least the third person he has done this to. I hope to be the last. I will not be commenting on the experience of the other women he has hurt, as it is not my place or story to tell. I will, however, share my story in the hopes of preventing this from occurring again. I have known Destiny for around 5 to 6 years now, and often find myself in heavy disagreement with him. Despite this, I do my best to see the best sides of all people, trying my hardest to spread positivity and create understanding where I can. It's corny, but I want to meet people where they are and focus on which ways we can build bridges together towards a better future for everyone. Some people call this a fault of mine. They claim I am naive and should be more careful. Those people are right. When I was 19, over 5 years ago, I was extremely inexperienced and sheltered, being severely terrified of leading someone on or SA. I thought I could trust Destiny, who I had multiple long conversations with regarding consent and boundaries. So you can imagine my surprise when I discover he distributed graphic content of me without my consent. Yes, you read that right. Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II sent content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Rest assured, despite never having met her, he at least spoke to her plenty of times on the phone. Of course, this is what he says happened. I think it is just as likely that he used her as a proxy to widely distribute this material, while claiming deniability. I do not understand why Destiny would knowingly and willingly put me in a position where I would receive non-stop sexual abuse and harassment. If we believe him, he was trying to impress a barely legal teenager using my body and my privacy. The betrayal, coupled with the hundreds of messages I've received filled with sexual harassment and abuse, have left me feeling hopeless and devoid of almost all happiness. The only thing that has kept me going is the hope that I can bring this man to justice and have him face legal consequences for his actions. For the past month, I have been speaking to lawyers about my situation and what to do, and have decided this is the best course of action. I will be suing him for violating US Federal Code 15 U.S.C. Section 6851, civil action relating to disclosure of intimate images and for publication of private facts in Florida. I will be seeking emotional and punitive damages for his actions. I have been told that a court case like this could potentially cost over tens of thousands of dollars. I am terrified. I mean, this guy talks about potentially suing Hassan, as if for fun, and Hassan actually has the resources to defend himself. I cannot imagine what he might try to do to me in this process. Sometimes I wonder if he does this as an intimidation tactic. I wonder if he is purposely trying to put fear into my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multimillionaire who can fight back, as if it's an indirect flaunt warning over his capability of outspending me in whatever legal case I throw at him. At the request of my friends, I have been encouraged to link my Give Send Go regarding this case here, in hopes that we can raise enough for me to legally succeed. Whoever the next Joe Rogan of the left is, it cannot be someone that crosses sexual boundaries, violates consent, and puts women's well-being and safety at risk. It cannot be someone who puts women in positions where they will be and harassed. It concerns me that Destiny has been interviewing potential DNC chair candidates, such as Marianne Williamson or Martin O'Malley, who have no idea of what he's done. As time passes, and he tries to position himself to have interviews with increasingly powerful figure, such as Zelensky, I can't help be filled with fear that Destiny might continue to succeed, despite facing no repercussions for his actions. If the Democratic Party wishes to succeed in the future, it cannot be a party that accepts the sexual exploitation of women. It cannot be a party that allows men like Destiny to break into the mainstream, for allowing him access to such spaces would be a direct endorsement of his behavior. I've been told that the payout might not be worth the harassment and attention I will receive. In an ideal world, I would do this privately, but have been told there is no realistic way the court will grant me anonymity. This means my only option is public. I have been told by a variety of people to not go public. I have been told by some people that Stephen really does feel sorry, but I am not inclined to believe them, especially taking into consideration his actions regarding me. Regardless, what Destiny did is unacceptable, and I believe he will do this again, unless if he faces justice. Let me be clear. Destiny has violated federal law in his transgressions against me. He has violated my consent and is directly responsible for the sexual abuse I have received. I am terrified.
At the bottom of the story, Pixie also shared evidence in the following. Destiny apologising to me for his actions. Note, I had to contact him asking him about the situation before he sent me this message. Destiny downplaying the pain I felt and my concerns. Destiny offering to pay some bills, I guess to try and make me feel better. I'm sorry, is a water bill being paid going to make me feel okay about the long life trauma I've received?
Also, if you're a leftist who has talked about this situation without so much contacting me, you owe me an apology. On top of being a victim of revenge, I now have to deal with people lying about my dating life and further dehumanization of me. I know I shouldn't elaborate more, but I think one of the worst parts of what's happened is learning how so many people I genuinely thought were my friends are so easily and willing to betray me. I don't understand what I've done to them to make them want to treat me like this.
Now on top of all of this, the story gets even crazier, with Twitch streamer Chaeiry claims Destiny have non-consensually recorded and shared intimate audio of her, and she tweets out in the following.
Today I was made aware of an intimate audio recording taken of me without my consent. That was also shared without my consent. I'm upset right now, and I'm going to give myself time to process. This is serious. The person who received the recording from Destiny was not aware I didn't consent to the recording. They recognized me by my voice and messaged me today out of concern. I don't feel comfortable sharing more right now. Destiny has blocked me and banned me and people supporting me from his community. I have not done anything besides ask him for an explanation, as I was assured this was something he didn't do to me. When I wasn't given one privately, I spoke publicly. I am not involved in any lawsuit or coordinating with anyone seeking justice due to the leaks in November, though they have had my empathy and support in their efforts. It is only yesterday I became aware that Destiny had recorded me while we had sex without my consent, and with no regard for me, also shared that recording to others. 2 women now have let me know they have received sexual recordings taken of me in September 2023 without my consent. I thank them so much for their concern for me. No amount of public humiliation will ever make me regret being made aware of what was done to me. I will be filing a police report and pressing charges.
What are you guys' thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Asmongold labels Destiny extreme and unhinged after Elon Musk criticism.
Destiny's really butthurt about you not cooking Elon. I don't see how it's not. I feel like I like Destiny, but I feel like he's been a little bit extreme after the election. I've been seeing a little bit more unhinged stuff, you know, more aggressive. But anyway, I don't want to go and make a, you know, like evaluations on what somebody's thinking or feeling or anything like that. But yeah, that's the way I feel about it. And just wash your hands, go back to StarCraft 2 debates? No, I mean, I'm not. I don't really think it's that big of a deal.
Always the same strategy. Label opponents as unhinged, totally crazy, TDS. Never respond to any of the criticism. Move on to the next thing.
Extra Emily being Emily.
Roll the other one.
I can't get up! Russell, help!
Okay, Emily.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is great. I feel nice and sturdy.
Yeah, this is good.